everyone. I'm outside one of my homes, headed to the first stop in Zerith-var's companion quest. Do the next step of it. Yours for the taking by Cottonius Lebo, aide-de-camp for General Lavinia Axius. Reborn Colovians, you are hereby called to serve your homeland, and in the process, serve yourself, your family, and heirs. Extraordinary news. Be it known that the region south of the River Strid, formerly known as Arenthia Vale of Valenwood, has been designated South Weald of the Colovian Estates, as decreed by the Count of Skingrad and ratified by the Elder Council of the Empire of Cyrodiil. The Legion of West Weald, under command of General Lavinia Axius, has been given the honor of annexing South Weald and securing its new borders. Opportunities in the West Weald Legion. Be it further known that upon cessation of hostilities in South Weald, members of the occupying legion will be mustered out and granted land, farms for soldiers, estates for officers. Previous ownerships of all said lands have been declared null and void by the Elder Council. Current squatters will be deported or indentured and put to useful labor on behalf of the new owners. Glory, adventure, and prize money. Serve in the South Weald and earn the plaudits of a grateful Colovian. Consider also that after previous conflicts, many freeborn Colovians were able to enter the lower nobility by virtue of the copious ransoms elicited for the families of important prisoners. This may be the best chance for advancement in this generation. Don't miss out due to fretting, timidity, or trivial entanglements. Okay, gonna grab this way shrine while we're here.
Tamiti.
Thank you for meeting us, Jarith-anti. Tamid, you know what we seek. Speak while I keep watch.
Okay.
Oh, how sweet to see this little spirit cat again. Jock, yes? We should keep this reunion brief, Walker. The Inquisitors see you as the cause of the Rajoska outbreak. They have forbidden all contact. At the urging of High Cantor Viti, perhaps.
That's what we wanted to ask you about. High Cantor Viti asked to meet with Zerith and me.
She did? And you suspect a trap? The Viti that served as my mentor would never lure someone in like that. Even someone she considered an enemy. But things have certainly changed in our time apart. Where did she suggest you meet?
At an abandoned camp south of Pa'alat.
Pollet? The town just west of here? Listen, Inquisitors are not known for their subtlety. If this meeting is really a trap, their presence would not be difficult to spot. I suggest you ask around Pollet and see what people are talking about.
All right, we'll head to Pollet and see if anyone's noticed any Inquisitors in the area.
I would accompany you to Pollet if I could, but I should keep my distance. It will only spell trouble if we're spotted together by the Inquisitors. In the meantime, Jock can keep me company, yes?
Anything else we should know about High Cantor Viti?
Oh, High Cantor. Such titles these Inquisitors inflicted upon us. Viti always said it didn't matter what they called us, or what fancy uniforms they made us wear. She said we were all facing the same enemy, so we had to work together.
Didn't Zerith say something similar to her at the Vile
Just so. She is not used to others standing up to her like that. I would have myself, but I never had reason to. Until Zerith came along. Viti has a good heart, Walker. It saddens me to see her led astray by the Inquisitors.
How is the Moon Singer song coming along?
I am close to getting Talbira's song just right. She feels like a part of me I never knew was there. But the Inquisitors keep us busy. Be glad you have not been pressed into service. Still, I wish I could tell Viti about it. I miss her guidance.
Jock will alert us if you run into any trouble. Be well, Singer.
There's the tomb.
Raham, Tamid. Let us speak before we question the townsfolk. There is something on my mind, Tamid. Crinzy remains in sympathy to our cause, and for that I am thankful. But only now do I see that course might divide her from her order. Our influence may be isolating her.
You mean from High Canterville?
Indeed. Though much can be said for our efforts in her favor, we are far from suitable replacements for a mentor. It can be troubling to lose such a figure in one's life, and to be alone in difficult times leaves room for the darkness to creep in.
What about Moonsinger's Tabira's spirit?
Talbira's spirit. I see. You mean as a replacement mentor for Crinzy. I had not thought about such a possibility. Her spirit now resides in Crinzy, which I still find hard to believe, and I never saw the dead as much consolation for the living.
Then what do you suggest we do? Then what do you suggest we do for Kenta Quincy?
Whatever we discover in Palat, we must do what we can to mend the rift between Crinzy and Viti. Forgiveness. That is the business of my order. If it were easy, the world would never have needed the Hidden Moon.
All right, but let's see what we can learn about the High Counter's intentions first.
Once again, you prove yourself a blessing from Azura, Tamid. You take the lead on questioning the Palat townsfolk. Even after all our travels together, I am still learning how to talk to people of this age.
Any thoughts on what I should ask the townsfolk?
We need to learn if the Inquisitors have a presence in or around Palat, and if so, are they in league with the High Cantor? I advise not asking this too directly. Let the townsfolk do most of the talking, and see what gossip flows from their lips.
Come to bathe in Palat's cool waters too, stranger. Give me a moment to finish my ablution. I was told it was imperative that I do so quickly.
Who told you this?
You will never believe this. She was a Twilight Cantor. She was so aloof and mysterious. I gave her food and coin like you're supposed to. Asked a bit about what brought her to our little town.
What did she say?
Thankfully, she wasn't here to perform an exorcism. Said she was here to meet someone. Seemed rather tense. A long-lost love, perhaps. Anyway, she told me to wash away any lingering darkness for my own good and ran off.
Hey, Five Claw. Spare some gold for a humble Khajiit trying to get out of Pallet.
Why do you want to leave Pilot?
It's hard enough to get by, and now there's talk of a Twilight Cantor coming through town. A bad omen, if you ask Felaga. Are the shadows so long we need an exorcist to cast them out? This one has no wish to stay and find out.
Did you see this Twilight Cantor yourself?
No, but a courier asked this one if she had seen a Cantor wandering about. Worse, they said something about Cantors falling to the bent dance. Is such a thing possible? If so, this is all the more reason to flee.
Thank you for the warning.
Hey, if you're here about the altercation, I did not see a thing.
What altercation might you be referring to?
The Twilight Cantor. She yelled at the courier that followed her. Maybe not a courier, who can say? But she was very angry, made quite a scene. He gave her a message, and she barely glanced at it before she tore into that poor cat.
What was she angry about?
As it happens, she dropped the message the courier gave her. Seems like the Cantor ran afoul of the Inquisition, which explains her anger. The Inquisition has methods that will make your tail hairs bristle. See for yourself. Just leave me out of it.
The Inquisitors seek to blame Viti for failing to stop the Rajaska? Come, we must hurry to the meeting place southwest of town.
High Cantor Viti, the Inquisition of the Torval Curata has decreed that you shall deliver testimony on the following matters before Grand Inquisitor Arsalan and a council of clergy. 1. The relationship between you and your charge, Crinzy of the Twilight Cantors, and her connection to the heretics, Zerith-var and Kesitan. Failure of Twilight Cantors to investigate the spread of dark spirits identified as Rajaska, and the death of Inquisitors ordered to assist in this endeavor. As an Inquisition escort has been dispatched to ensure your immediate compliance. In the name of the Zerith-var.
I am with you, Tommy. There, the High Cantor. Wait, I sense someone else approaches. Quickly, find a place to hide.
Show yourself, Inquisitor. Appear, and let's be done with this.
Bold, High Cantor. Few invoke the Inquisition so casually.
Grand Inquisitor Arsalan, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Come now, Viti. You must have received the summons. Your protege, Crinzy. She consorts with heretics. Tell me where to find her.
I do not keep track of every Cantor's comings and goings. Beyond that, I have nothing else to say to the Inquisition.
Very well. I do so enjoy hunting apostates. Your refusal to cooperate will not be forgotten, Viti.
I suppose the two of you would like an explanation.
As I said when we met, Sister Viti, we are on the same side.
This one is sorry you had to witness that Muskar's dull claw, but Viti is thankful you are here nonetheless. This one summoned you here to make amends, and to ask for your help. She did not expect the Inquisition to follow her, though.
Perhaps you should explain, High Cantor.
This one's fear of necromancy blinded her to the Hidden Moon's true calling. Viti now wishes to see Zerith-var's powers of redemption with her own eyes. In exchange for this service, Viti is prepared to offer information of value to you.
What sort of information?
This one will share everything the Inquisition knows about the Rajaska. You seek their leader, Zerith-var, yes? Viti knows the den where she lairs. If you agree to this, let us meet in Orcrest in northern Elsewhere.
Let me see what Zerith thinks about all this.
We need not go to Orcrest. I will happily demonstrate my powers here. And once you reveal where to find Zerith-var, we can end the Rajaska threat.
No, Hudalit. It must be Orcrest. Wait, someone approaches.
When do you plan to make amends with your former Sahida, High Cantor?
Crinzy! This one hoped you were far from the reach of the Inquisitors. Please, Sahida, let us speak.
A promising reunion. Let us give them a moment. Thank you for handling that, Tamit. I might have said something that would cause more harm than good. I'm curious about this change of heart and request to witness my skills. But if she seeks to make amends with Crinzy, I will listen.
Why do you think High Cantor Viti had a change of heart?
Does it matter? My order deals in forgiveness. Viti's fear fed her dislike of me, which only fed my own anger. The wheel keeps turning unless we stop it here. Another sign from Azura, yes? Our path leads to Orcrest.
Do you know anything about Orcrest? Why does Viti want us to go there?
In my age, the city's bazaar was a jewel in the scar of Aniquina. Streets packed with caravans that spilled into the desert. In this time, I anticipate the worst. Viti insisted she witness my powers there. Whatever the reason, we must be vigilant.
You can rely on me, Zerith.
Now, if all the talking is done, let us get to Orcrest.
You surpassed the need for this one's tutelage long ago, Crinzy. Viti would be honored for you to teach her Talbira's song.
Then we will face these troubles together as equals. But your guidance will always be appreciated.
I don't know who does the voice of Crinzy, but she also does the voice of Ember, who is a Khajiit companion.
Our destination lies in the upper city, a cellar entrance near the town hall. That is our goal.
Cantors, remain here. I will open a portal with my moonclaw when we reach the cellar.
Okay, this is a public dungeon, but again, I'm not going to make the dungeon itself my main focus. Just gonna follow this quest.
Get ready. Your bones serve better.
Gold may be the nothing else.
Free yourself, Tamid! Expertly done, Tamid.
See if I can sneak through the look. Let me get that.
Unshackle your mind, Tamid. I am with you, Tamid. Itradin, Tamid. cannot be stopped! It is over. We did what we had to. Right, now! Be gone! Hitradis Tamit. Circle around!
Maybe the root of evil, but we all need roots.
I believe we have reached our destination. Let us find a clear space so I can open a portal. This will work. Let me send for our Rithantin.
Yes, this is it. Viti remembers these halls. Come, quickly!
Viti, wait! This way, my friends.
Everything is just as it was.
Viti, please, tell us why you brought us here.
Years ago, these halls served as quarantine in times of plague and famine. Those who suffered from physical or spiritual illness were locked away, forgotten. Like this one sister, Aoife. Her remains are there, where she fell.
Your sister was ill and died in quarantine?
This one was away when the plague struck. Aoife sought dark magic to resurrect those we lost. It was a desperate bargain. From that desperation came the pull of the bent dance. By the time this one returned, it was too late for her songs to save her.
Aoife became a Dromathra?
No. Viti killed her before she fully turned. Otherwise, the Song of Banishment would see her soul lost forever. Viti thought it was a mercy, done out of love. But after all these years, this one knows Aoife is lost. unable to reach Azura's crossing.
That's why you brought Zerith-var here?
Zerith's methods cleanse and purify. They do not destroy. This one asks that he invite forth Aoife's spirit. Let this one try to make amends, for her sake as much as mine. This is how his gift from Azura works, yes? Will he help Viti?
This is what Zerith does. Let's see what he thinks about all this.
Do not discount your own role in this, friend of Zerith-var. He takes his guidance from you. This one is sorry for her part in your troubles. Viti's rejection of Zerith's necromancy, Viti was reminded of poor Aoife. An explanation, but no excuse.
So, because of what happened with Aoife, you immediately saw Zerith as a threat?
This one watched her sister fall to necromancy. Viti saw Zerith's pull on the dead as no different than what got Aoife killed. Crinzy is like a sister to Viti now. Seeing his influence over her, this one feared a repeat of those dark events.
Tell me more about the bent dance.
The bent dance is a rhythm felt in the soul when one has strayed too far from the joy of life by circumstance. Khajiit hear it as part of the duality of our nature. You have fought your share of Dromathra by now. They are the end result.
Dromathra are part of the duality of the soul of Khajiit.
Think of the moons. They have faces that are light and faces that are shadowed. Khajiit also have two faces. Most only ever wear their face of light, but with rage or anguish, a rhythm calls us to wear our shadowed face. That is the bent dance.
And once Khajiit hear the bent dance, they always become a Dromathra?
Songs of the Twilight Cantors can help those who hear the bent dance reject it, if we are quick enough. But a living soul that listens to the bent dance for too long falls beyond our reach. Zerith claims the fallen are not lost to him. We shall see.
Aoife has been dead for some time. Tamit, aid me in dispelling the darkness that clouds her path. She needs a clear invitation to come forth. Good. Once more. One final time. Aoife, across paths of dawn and dusk, we call to you. Her spirit flows toward the light. She is nearly in reach. Let me...
Heretical prayer, apostasy, and necromantic ritual. I have seen enough.
Stand back, Cantors. Tamit, there is no reasoning with him. We must fight. For the...
My inquisitors reported true. You heretics are powerful. But you face a Grand Inquisitor now. Let us determine who has the stronger faith.
Did the Grand Inquisitor banish
Our
Aoife?
sin... His might was physical, not spiritual. Aoife is near. Mother of Twilight, deliver us this soul lost on the way to your crossing. Let us return her to you, with a heart as new as dawn.
Aoife. This one is so sorry she wasn't there. And for what she did. This one lacked the strength to guide your spirit out of darkness. This one failed you.
It seems you have the strength now. Forgive yourself, little sister, as I forgive you.
Aoife, it is really her. Radiant. Healed. Forgiven. Zerith-var is remarkable. This one apologizes for acting as she did against you. Viti thought all cats that fell to the bent dance were lost forever. That is all this one has ever known.
Now you need to share what the Inquisition learned about Rajaska and their lair.
Not only will Viti tell you, but Viti will be at your side when you face this threat. The Inquisitors have not been able to check the spread of Rajaska, but they did discover the location of the den of Ravith's chorus.
Is that where we can find Ravith Morna? Where is it?
Within a shrine to Namira deep in the wilds of northern Elsewhere. A defiled place called Predator Mesa. Ravith Morna leads her fallen cantors in lamentation. Dark songs of unknown purpose. Can you silence her?
I need to consult with Zerith and see what he thinks about investigating Predator Mesa.
Aoife forgives Viti. She is at peace. But there is something else. She has something for you.
Twilight's blessings, Tamiti. We must speak. I searched for so long in the dark, and was pulled along a bent and twisting path. Then you and Zerith-var guided me back to the light. Thank you. But others will face paths worse than mine, unless you put an end to Ravith Morna.
Others? And how do you know about the Ravith Morna?
Spirits who seek Azura's crossing. We hear the songs of Ravith's chorus echo from Nurni, the rising song of those bent to join her dirge. We lose our way, and even in death, the void calls. Ravith's songs, they are a summoning.
A summoning? I don't understand.
Ravith calls forth a hunter, a moon beast to prey upon spirits on the paths to the crossing. It will hunt them, pull them screaming into the void. No songs can reach them there. If she succeeds, no one thereafter will ever enter Azura's embrace.
We'll find a way to stop her.
The sands behind the stars. I can feel them calling to me now. Azura opens her arms to me. I have never felt such peace. Viti bid you save my soul, Volker. Now, I beg that you keep the crossing open, so that hers can reach it one day.
What do you think, Zerith?
This is more dire than I realized. But we know their location, and we have Talbira's song. We must act now! We will search to the east for the entrance to this shrine. Cantors, Jock will stay with you. If he senses danger, I will use the Moon Claw to gather you. And prepare yourself, Jarithandi. You must be ready with Moonsinger Talbiro's song when I call for it. Dordadna! In your mind, Tummy! Ravith Mona. She is here, beneath us. I sense her presence. Al-Fajna, is this really happening? Forgive my haste, Tamit. I hoped if we moved quickly enough, we could outrun my thoughts about all this. Dispatching the shadow that resides in Ravith. In doing so, we will deliver her from this world for good.
You struggled with that in the past. Are you going to be able to do this, Zerith?
I certainly feel stronger with you here, but I allowed doubt to catch up with me. There is the matter of forgiveness, if Ravith wants it, if Azura accepts it. And who am I with all my misdeeds weighing upon me to deliver it?
Isn't that the reason Azura sent you back?
Is it so simple a reason as my own redemption? It leaves so many questions. But they do not matter now. I have you. We have our cantors. They have Talbira's song. It is time to face this darkness. I have waited long enough.
Then I'm with you, Zerith.
We are fortunate to have won the trust of 2 Twilight Cantors. To have them singing for us now, when they are at such risk. But we must keep them safe. Let us enter this shrine to Namira, and call for them only when their songs are needed.
Translation of strange inscription. After we kill stuff. So that was they have a dome of no magic here, but clearly if you're casting the magic outside, it works fine. Translation of strange inscription. Bend with me, O singer, as night falls after day. Take my hand and follow, for we are all the same in the dark. And that is the strange inscription. And a jeek! I love that. I'm feeling the urge to call actual people Jeeks. Say jerk enough, I could just sort of change it a little bit. Gee. And then if they say, what? These folks said nothing? This one is innocent of this crime. Although, you know, we're talking to me. Yeah, I said it. You figure it out. I've written so many fantasy words I could probably curse now in like
Chorus of the Rajas Kajar,
8 made-up
your
languages.
dark ritual ends now!
You are early, Thamur. You and your false moon follower cannot be allowed to interfere. Twin shadows, make prey of these trespassers!
Dawn upon your soul, Dark One.
You cannot defeat me, Thamur. Your weapons, your hidden moon prayers, they are not strong enough to stop me.
Perhaps not by ourselves, but we are not alone. Cantor Crinzy, the song, now!
Right!
This song, this power, Moon Singer Talbira, is it really you?
Do not listen! Dispel the void energy, Tamid!
Isn't this familiar? Talbira's song. Zerith ready to strike. Remember what happened next, Thamur. Our hearts beat as one, Zerith. What will it do to you if you turn your blade upon me? Zerith, you must strike now!
I am sorry. Besha Anzi.
Zerith! No!
Focus, Crinzy! Do not let your song falter!
Too late! She has escaped! Tell me it is not true. Tell me you did not turn your blade on Moonsinger Talbira.
Crinzy, I could not find
Her
the
soul
words.
is my soul. Her pain, her betrayal, her hatred. It lives in me.
Crinzy, hear my voice. Do not let this darkness bend you. Come with Viti, sister. Let her songs calm your spirit. Tamiti, do not follow us. Wait to hear from us, yes?
Let us leave this place, Tamit. I have much to confess. My great misdeed, finally pulled from the shadow and cast into the light of day. Moon Singer Talbira, my friend, my partner, she asked me to strike down Ravis Morna, but I had not the strength to do it. So I turned my blade on Talbira instead.
Why did you do it, Zerith?
Why? For the same reason Viti killed her sister. I was afraid of losing Ravith. Forever. If she refused Azura's redemption, our souls would never meet at the crossing. I was not strong enough to accept that. Not then. So I struck at Talbira instead.
You never told anyone? How did you explain Talbira's death?
Ravith Morna escaped. Everyone believed she had killed Talbira. I could not admit my guilt, so I remained silent. I was never able to compel Ravith back from the shadows. I died at her hands. According to that tablet, she met her end that day too.
Why didn't you at least tell Cantor Crimson?
Talbira and Crinzy share a soul now. She taught Crinzy her song. I thought perhaps she made other things known as well. I have no further excuse beyond cowardice, Tamit. If this was a test from Azura, I have surely failed. I am sorry.
Enough about the past. How do we make this right?
I must atone for my betrayal, both ancient and recent. At least we gained an ally in the High Cantor, and we learned Ravith Morna's true intentions. Give me another chance, Tamid, and through our partnership, I will find the wisdom to fix this. I am listening.
Okay. So he gave me a letter. I think I'm going to go put that in one of my homes after I read it. But she's going to withdraw for a moment. To a safe place, you think? As I gave a brief tour, but I'll give a more complete tour of the home. You can have companions in your home. So in fact, I used to have Bragas, who, from Tales of Tribute, who stayed in the house and kept my trophies company, and we could play cards. There's a tribute table right here, set up with candles and food and drinks. And over here, I didn't have enough space for everyone, but over here we have a shooting star over the water, a fire, some magic books, stuff to eat, and right here is Sharp as Night, who loves to fish. So there's a bunch of fish for him, fish on the shore. He has his own dock, he can fish whatever and whenever he wants, and then he's got a book and a bed right here. He doesn't want much. He reads in his spare time.
I'm not known for relaxing, but sometimes I'll let myself birdwatch for a bit. I'll take notes of the types I see in different places. Even tried sketching them once, but the results were pitiful. So bad you couldn't even tell they were birds.
So that is Brandon Keener, who does the voice of Garrus from Mass Effect. And so he lives here. I made most of, at least these trees. These are actually like metal. Some of these are like from the Clockwork City. Yeah, this one is metal, copper. So a lot of these are prizes from Quest, but I made a lot of them also. So there's another half to the house. And two waterfalls. Some of my mounts. This is a target dummy, essentially. And over here, I remember a guild that I was in for a while, and the guild leader gave me a bathtub, which was, at the time, very difficult to get or make. Might still be. Well, it's master crafted and it was a gift. So over here is a tub and a table with candles and a book, something to drink, beautiful view, the sound of the waterfall. And then back up behind here, a few other rooms. More of an enclosed space. You need to get away from fog or rain. A bar and a table. Lounge chairs. Fire and a big old, my favorite type of bed. So yeah, these are mostly Khajiit and Red Guard furniture, which are my two favorite styles. I don't really go for Argonian or even Wood Elven. They're a little too rustic, and then the High Elven is a little too cold. So this is my beautiful home. I think I'm gonna sit and talk to Sharp. Maybe do a little fishing. Reconnect to some tranquility so I myself don't fall to the bent dance, because obviously there's a little too much pain. Everybody needs to forgive everybody else. Too much time has passed. It doesn't have any purpose other than to stop future suffering. Welcome everyone. Kesatana has taken some time to rest and meditate, eat a good meal, think a little bit, and she put the letter from Zerith-var somewhere where she would remember to read it. She is going to brace herself before she heads out into the world and read the letter. Kesatana, who I am proud to call Tamit, I unburden my heart of that which I have long wished to tell you by writing this letter. I remember little of my early life, being now so distant from it. We were traders, nomads. We rode little and walked often, even beyond the 16 kingdoms. So I always preferred walking. Even when I earned my moonclaw, I would avoid using it for portals where possible. I longed to see Nirni, to take in all her textures and many brilliant colors, in the one life I thought I had. In all my years, I more often than not journeyed with another by my side, first with family along the Bandari, then with masters and Mahadalit, and of my training years, then with Moonsinger Talbira, and a parade of other Moonsingers, as you know, before I met Ravith. And when she and I walked together, that is when we found and saved Jack. Our little street cat always valued his independence. I, however, fretted losing him in our many travels. He was the runt of his litter, and half blind besides, but I could not keep him lashed to my side. He was free to wander. Ravith and Talbira, always too good to me, conspired and had a bell made for him, kept on a ribbon around his neck. Then, whenever we traveled, I could hear this bell and rest well knowing that Jack was near. But when Ravith left us, Jack was practically a phantom. Perhaps he was confused at her departure. Perhaps he sensed the darkness making its home in my heart. Perhaps he saw what transpired with Talbira and feared me too much to come close. I could hear, or imagine I heard his bell, and though he would not come to me, it was still a small comfort to think he was near. It was then, for the first time, that I ever walked the world alone, without someone who might rest a warm hand on my shoulder, or to whom I might offer a sip from my water skin, one who might lend an ear to my thoughts and share words in return. Some are built for such solitude, whether they prefer it, or weather it with dignity, but I am not among them. I went with Ravith Morna to meet my end, And what met me beyond was exactly what I had in life. My soul walked alone to Azura's crossing, on a path clouded with darkness. Clawed my way there and arrived broken, perhaps beyond recognition as one of Azura's children. I cried for her deliverance, to be among the souls of others, beyond the lattice. But I was in no state to pass through her gates. And so, I suppose she cast me back, to find some way to redeem myself. And despite the pain of walking so long alone, the pain from the mistake of running from my past, I clearly see the path ahead of me lies at your side. I knew when Jack's spirit found me in Canarthia, if he would find me again with you in his company, then you were the one I should follow. You were a wanderer like me, with your own shares of darkness weathered. We were the same that way. Twin souls to meet. She pauses for a moment to think that she's lost her own soul. She's only a vestige. It is unthinkable that if I had not turned away from Azura's crossing, I would never have met you. It is the aim of all who follow Azura to find our twilight path to love and redemption. Whatever darkness we must endure beyond this point, I know now I have found my twilight path at your side. Endless blessings upon you, my friend. Zerith-var. She has a lot to think about, but now she's crying. She never even told him that she didn't have a soul. He never asked. He was called Vestige. Does she believe in redemption? Does she believe that Tibira should be allowed to kill him? All she knows is that he would forgive her for taking either of those paths, and because of that, she's going to do everything she can to give him one more chance. Okay. Let's do a main quest point. Been called to the harborage. She smiles at him, and he smiles back, and that's all we're going to say about it. You can't change the past. She herself has died once in agony, and if they can keep others from doing that, then that's what they're going to do. It's blurry, but she thinks she led a harmless life. Now she's surrounded by harm. The road to oblivion is paved with good intentions, but she's hoping that it's less about intentions and more about choices. She has limited choices. She's going to do her best with them.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige.
What's Tharn doing here?
My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai-Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abner Than.
Is he being cooperative?
He admits that he knows Sai-Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
Let's hear what he has to say.
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency.
What's this about?
Manimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai-Sahan.
And you know where he is?
Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price.
I'm listening.
If Manimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Than, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum.
Asylum? Are you joking?
Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear.
Will you come to us?
Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Manimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai-Sahan's location in return.
How can I be sure this isn't a trick?
You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai-Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
I can see your point.
Than is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai-Sahan, we must do this. Go with the Vestige, Lyris. Rescue Than. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise you.
Okay. So now there's the Chronicles of the Five Companions 2. Once again, I, Lyris of Skyrim, commit words to paper on behalf of the Prophet. In truth, he doesn't ask me to write this entry, but I feel the need to keep a record of these events, whatever their outcome may be. The Prophet's visions and nightmares are getting worse. He continues to witness horrifying visions of a future in which Molag Bal rules our world. These don't seem to have a profound effect on him when he is awake, but at night, in those precious few hours when he manages to drift off, the visions become increasingly disturbing. He refuses to describe them to me in great detail, but he awakes violently in a cold sweat, and it's obvious that they're wearing away at his sanity. Our ally, Cassitana, has already proven extremely capable. The escape from the Wailing prison was only the beginning. The Vestige risked everything to rescue me from the foundry of woe. I owe our new friend my life, my soul, and possibly my very sanity. We're now chasing every available lead in our attempts to find Sai-Sahan and the Amulet of Kings. If we can regain the amulet, the Prophet believes that we might be able to challenge Molag Bal and save our world. As usual, he used a bunch of flowery words and obscure phrases I didn't understand, but his general meaning was clear. Sometimes I wish I'd never left Skyrim and gone to Cyrodiil. I fought for a great man that I believed in, met another that I came to cherish dearly, and had my share of blood and glory, but was it all worth it? Cyrodiil will always be the place where I first laid eyes on the traitorous skeever Manimarco and his sniveling toady Abner Than. I don't know which is worse. Manimarco's charm and eloquence as he prepared to backstab us, or Tharn's endless insults and irritating condescension. At least with Tharn we always knew where we stood. The Prophet said that Tharn's part in this isn't finished. I can't imagine any good coming of that. After all, the sniveling son of a goat went right back to licking Manimarco's boot after the soul burst. He'd do anything to save his own hide and preserve his family's status in the Imperial City. I must bring this entry to a close. I hear the Prophet stirring.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of soul-shriven outside Menimarco's castle.
How do we get inside?
As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take.
Such as?
You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
We'll find a way in.
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our lives to rescue that skeeving horker.
Any suggestion?
Subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads. And didn't he say this was a town of soul-shriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around.
Better get started then.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
Record of taxation for year's end. By dictate of the potentate, the taxation of the village has been increased to match that of the other Colovian and Nibonese settlements. Naturally, this mandate was not well received by the commoners, and the mayor's coffers were further tapped by the need to hire mercenaries to quell a violent uprising. Nevertheless, with the assistance of the newly founded Fighters' Guild, as the clerk notes, created by the dictate of the potentate, may his wisdom forever lead our empire to prosperity, the taxes appropriated met the requirements imposed by the imperial administrators. Each citizen's contributions are to be recorded accurately. Is that potentate Versuti shy?
Amazar's people have a saying, "May your roads lead you to warm sands." How in the sight of 2 moons did Famazar end up here? He thinks he must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
I need a way into the castle. You know of one?
Feet first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy bastard seems to know every corner of this place. You better hurry, though. I heard they just chased him into a building near the waterway.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
How long before the echoes fade? I have no idea how long we've been here, but already it feels like years. The black-clad soldiers burned our farm and took my entire family. On a black, moonless night, they laid us upon stone altars, encrusted with the black tallow and caked with the blood of countless victims, and one by one they put us to the knife. That is what being damned is. We're chattel for the Daedra. I can't find it in me to cry for what I've lost. Not anymore. Day after day, this state of being, this soullessness drains my will. It becomes harder to remember, harder to think. I've lost so many memories. My father's face, my mother's voice. It doesn't seem possible, but they're gone. Just gone. Even the basest of emotions are fading. Past the point of being indignant toward my captors, past the point of feeling sorry for myself. All that's left is a gaping emptiness and the distant echoes of a life that seems like a stranger's. How long will it be before even the echoes fade? As an echo of that, Zerith-var has so much life in him still. So much personality. We need to honor that.
doing here? Intruders!
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department?
Sir Cadwell, what are you doing here?
Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree?
We need to find a way into the castle.
Tiberas garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons.
We need to rescue Admiral Tharn. It's complicated.
I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
Thank you, Sir Cadwell.
That might be our best chance to
Cadwell
get
puts
inside.
on a cheerful front, but I do not trust him, Tamit. You should not either.
I can't explain that yet. There's a reason why Zerith-var feels that way.
They left us no choice.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers.
What's next?
This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam.
Go on.
Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside.
What do you need from us?
Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game?
I'm game. Let's go.
Onward! Ha ha!
Varsinra. rest and no peace.
Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea.
Thanks.
A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far.
What is he doing up there?
I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises.
Why don't you come with us? We could use another hand.
Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Thanks, Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me. Should I be worried?
Oh no, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Shut up. I'm trying to work here.
None. The one on the throne is a patsy, and the one in the tower isn't useful anymore.
That's not even funny. Get back to work, would you?
What? It's true. Lord Manamarco is gonna peel his skin off and make a particularly ugly flesh Atronach out of him. Mark my words.
And if you don't help me, I'll make sure you're sewn up right alongside him. Now shut up!
You, hurry up! The worms are on the move. There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid.
What's the problem?
The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it.
How do we get through it?
Here's a thought. The flesh Atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own Atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier.
How do you build a flesh Atronach?
It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory and I'll contact you there.
We're on our way. Ew.
I can't imagine how the worms get used to this. Not the most glamorous task, is it?
And as painful as this all is, imagine how it smells.
Pray for mercy.
It takes a lot to make me ill, but this is getting there.
Ugh. Yeah, evil just stinks.
To the side!
I'm not going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much.
I'm a vegetarian. No, really, I'm a vegetarian. So, yeah. Nasty.
Expertly done, Tommy.
Cassitane is not a vegetarian because there's too much yummy food. They don't really have vegetarian options here. I haven't seen a bean dish or anything with chickpeas. So she would be deprived of protein. Maybe she would retire that way, develop a bunch of food that's actually nutritious and not made of flesh atronachs.
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book.
I'm sorry, honey.
Ha! We'll make a necromancer of you yet.
Yeah, she'd say no, but her back bar is full of necromancy stuff.
You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
Well, that's creepy. Pet the kitty. Okay. Yep, there's no tofu in Cyrodiil.
Let this be a lesson. Rest and no peace.
Split up!
There he is.
Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can. So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection.
I'm here to get you out, per our arrangement.
And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower.
Why should we trust you, Tharn?
A fair question. I know things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menemarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes and to replace him.
What? How?
The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
He's trying to find the Amulet of Kings before we do.
Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menemarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself.
That sounds bad. What else can you tell me?
I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Shall we test your limits? Infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting! Your strength surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder? On my voice, break free!
Menemarco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council?
You give me no choice.
Is power Wayne's vestige? Strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Tharn? Your suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all.
Why did you help me?
Because Menemarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk.
What now?
First things first. We need to get out of here alive.
What do you suggest?
We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
Probably? Let's go. Oh, so much ew.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
That's one of my favorite lines ever. Alfred Molina, I love you. And whoever wrote that, I love them too.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Okay, preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old derring-do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt.
Great timing, Cadwell.
Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise.
Why don't you come with us?
Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise?
You should come along. It might be good for you.
Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward!
Let's go.
Into the chute, come on!
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
My estates, my titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods Manimarco will pay dearly for this.
Are you all right?
Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we?
You were going to tell us where Sai Sahan is?
Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him.
You don't know where he is?
Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
You tricked us.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige.
You are angry. It is to be expected.
You're the Emperor?
I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius.
Why didn't you tell me? Why the deception?
In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine, and mine alone.
How can I trust you now? Or Lyris?
You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector. but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance.
So, what now?
We must find Saisahan. Everything depends on that.
What should I do?
In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Manamarco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
These are dies. Since I have so many dies unlocked, I don't really use them. But you can, if you don't have the skills for it, you can buy them. Okay, I've done a bit of respecking, and to make some more room to learn things, I dismissed my Clanfear pet. We're not doing a huge amount of damage. I mean, we're soloing here. We're not really, like, running the Infinite Archive. So, I am working on all the skills that I can. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, Chronicles of the Five Companions 3. Well, there it is. Tharn's back with us, and I don't like it one bit. Kesitana and I managed to get into Manamarco's castle with a little help from our soul-shriven friend, Sir Cadwell. Cadwell is like a wisp, a little light in the upper marsh, if you get my meaning, but he can be damned useful at times, and he shows up in the damnedest places. While we risked our necks fighting through worm cultists and flesh atronachs, Tharn projected his smirking image to different parts of the castle, goading us on. We eventually got to the tower where he was being held, but Manamarco was ready for us and raised all manner of undead to challenge us. In the end, we defeated them and escaped with Tharn. But here's the topper. Tharn lied to us. He has no idea where Sai is being held or where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. Of course, he claims he can help us find both. But when he admitted his lie, I lost my temper and laid him out on the floor with a single punch. God, it felt good. That was a long time coming. That's when Tharn spilled the beans. He told Kesitana that we'd been lying and revealed the prophet's true identity. Lord Varen immediately admitted everything, of course. I hope it wasn't too soon. It's vital that we maintain Kesitana's trust, and now I can see doubt behind the Vestige's eyes. Tharn is such a lying skeever. All he cares about is his empire and his family status. She pauses here in a moment to go that all that she cares about is her duty. If someone isn't her duty, she's not going to prioritize them. I'm not her duty, I'm a tool. Tharn is such a lying skeever. All he cares about is his empire and his family status. Lord Varen believes Tharn's here for a reason, but I don't trust him, and I never will. I plan to keep a close eye on him. Yeah, this is just a bad day for trust, isn't it? Okay, let's do a section of the Glenumbra. Oh, there's something back here. Oh, maybe it isn't back here yet. Also, I think Cadwell is over here if you invited him. Maybe he isn't here yet either. Okay, next time we come, Cadwell will probably be here. As I said, Zerith-var has a lore reason to mistrust Cadwell, and we will get to that, but not anytime soon. Okay. We're already in Glenumbra. It's my Twilight Matriarch singing, and I wish she'd stop. Alright. Alright, so we'll run around a little bit and clear some books, clear some areas, advance a few quests. But now it's free exploration out here in Glenumbra. Okay. I do have a lovely home down here, but it's very far away from everything. Oh, these are the 5 companions. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those are the books down that will be down in the harborage later. Okay, this looks like a delve over here. So since delves are not, let's pick this up. Delves are not really
this forest is cursed.
Delves are not really part of any storyline mostly, so we just clear them as we go.
A caution, my friend. If you're following this road, know that Dellen's Mill is lost.
What happened at Dellen's Mill?
The land's turned against us. Spriggans and imps have overrun the mill. My family and I escaped, but the rest of the villagers weren't so lucky.
What can I do to help?
I don't know. There might be a way to help the other villagers. A group of women showed up as we fled, threw spells around, and called themselves the Weird Sisters. They helped us escape. Maybe they know what's going on out there.
I'll talk to these Weird Sisters.
I'm taking my family to Daggerfall. We'll be safer there.
You mentioned other villagers?
Our friends and neighbors. They were trapped by the imps. There was nothing we could do but run for our lives.
I'll do what I can to help them.
Thank you, my friend. You're certainly braver than I am. I'm sad to admit.
Do you know why the village was attacked?
Say or curse me, but I have no idea. Dellen's Mill is always focused on our work. We don't get involved in politics or feud with our neighbors. Of course, chopping down trees could make a Spriggan angry, I suppose.
Have the Spriggans ever done anything like this before?
Well, not since I've lived in Dellen's Mill. Come to think of it, those strange vines that recently sprung up are new. I couldn't cut them even with my finest axe.
What strange vines?
You'll see them soon enough. They're especially thick up north. You can't miss them. They're all twisted and diseased looking. I'd suggest staying far away from those awful vines. They're nothing but trouble, of that I'm sure.
Okay, there's a book over here, but it's the Impresario's catalog. Which is an event. I'm not sure if it's there when the Impresario is not, but let's check. There's a little alcove over here. There are several events that involve the impresario, a vendor that shows up during the events. So we can read them, but there's no impresario right now. The impresario's catalog. Contained within the collection of pages are the impresario's various collected writings, etchings, and announcements related to all the festivities to grace the lands of Tamriel. Return to consult this volume if you lose track of such documents in the future. Memorandum, Indrik emergence and formal development. If found, please return to Sapiarch Undes, College of Sapiarchs, or to any other licensed courier in Lillandril. My reading on Indrik observations has led only to more mysteries. For example, the union of 4 feathers described in Halidin's Natural Magics does not actually generate an Indrik egg or fawn, but beckons an Indrik from some other orbit place. Should I happen across feathers of 4 different origins, I must be sure to experience this for myself. Further, the age forms noted on Ruka Credo's bestiary from another shore are wholly inaccurate. It seems instead that the Indrik first enters Tamriel in a pure or nascent state, and on exposure to some infused stimulus, enchanted berries, according to Credo, will change its form, developing secondary characteristics and more specialized antlers. Such curious, majestic creatures. That's in reference to a quest line. The Indrik look like this. I did these quests when they first came out. Let's see. So I don't have all of them, but I have the 3 that first came out. The Dawnwood. Looks like that. Luminous. Looks like that. And Onyx. Looks like that. Best thing about Indrik is if you have a large character, they won't look like they're going to break its back when they ride it. And there are also little baby Indrik that you can buy as companions, but we're not using those on this character right now. Okay, so like most elves, there is a quest, and it probably looks like we could turn in any direction, but it'll likely be blocked. Since the boss is here, it's very likely we'll need to go around the long way. So often doors are locked, or there's a drop-off, or there's some issue you can't get through. Note to Lucian. I once heard that an abandoned tower used to stand outside Daggerfall, but I never imagined that it still existed. The Red Rooks have been seen searching the area, which leads me to believe that something is there. If it is a fort, think of the treasures that might still be hidden inside. If you decide to check it out, though, be very careful. The Red Rooks always send their most dangerous members on those sorts of exploration missions. But, oh, that's it. Oh, I get it. It's legs and an arm from a broken statue.
A reward for your keen eyes.
Redrook note. B. Loot as much from a lessened tower as you can. We need resources to take to our new allies. We will control the manor north of Dellen's Mill. Noyom. Yeah, I think that's Noyom Manor by the time you're done. Flank the Daggerfall guards when you get here. T. I should find the guards near Noyom Manor. Redrook orders. You've been honored with this momentous task. Gitan, your leader on this mission. Gitan, your leader on this mission, is no ordinary commander. She's been trained in the art of storm magic. She may be young, but she's powerful and ruthless. Protect her. Follow her instructions. If you succeed, you will be well rewarded. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to wait for the boss. There we go.
Got her!
Rest and no peace.
Okay. Renetta's journal. Lourdes, luck has finally turned my way. Some drunk knob in Daggerfall was celebrating his betrothal and joined our card game. The fool was so sure of his hand, he put up the betrothal ring he was carrying. I won. I took my winnings right then and headed out of town. You never know with rich folk. He might have sent someone after me to take the ring back, but I won it fair and square. I never cheated cards. I need to get back to base and prepare dinner for the crew. They've been fair to me, but I'm no robber or outlaw. I'm a cook. If I can fence this pretty ring, buy myself some decent clothes, clean myself up a bit, maybe I can get hired in a proper tavern. Or inn. Tirtis, that rogue patrol brought in a giant egg and asked me to make a big omelet. I can't be sure, but I think it might be a harpy egg. That seems like a terrible idea. I know they're birds, but maybe they're a little bit people, too. It's creepy. I'm going to tell one of the others to take it away. Tomorrow, before dawn, I'm getting out of here. I'm reinventing Grenetta faster. And we have some environmental storytelling here. Harpy spawn point and dead rook. Dead rooks. Okay, there is a shard over here. We have cleared the delve, I believe. Red Rook Resources is to talk to, yeah, the quest that was in here was to talk to someone else. I don't think there's anything more to do. But let me just finish the whole route. Just in case there's no spawning anything. So clearly, the Harpies wanted their egg back.
You are a knave and a cheat! Wander on, little spirit. May you guide us to riches again soon.
Okay. Yeah, we're back at the entrance.
Move now! Asura, give us strength.
Move to flank!
Okay. Let's head over here and get the Lady Stone.
Such potential from the veins of Nurni. To arms, Tommy!
This around a little bit.
Fine threads make for strong cord. Yes.
Okay, there is a world boss over here. I will show you the world boss. I highly doubt that we can kill them, but old world bosses are not as painful as the younger ones. I doubt I can solo it, but there might be a person there. There are achievements to world bosses, so sometimes they get farmed. But, yeah, someone's probably running back from them right now. There's supposed to be a book. Oh, there it is. True Heirs of the Empire. So, as you see, I just leveled up in Mage Guild, reading lore books. By Alistair Ligon. Rejoice, peoples of Northwest Tamriel. Though the rest of Nirn is afflicted by war, madness, and Daedric horror, the glory and honor of the Reman Empire lives on in the Daggerfall Covenant. We remain true to the primacy of trade, the principles of freedom, and worship of the divines. In the face of a world of enemies, the trade powers of the Yeliak Bay have formed a powerful alliance. High Rock, Hammerfell, and Orsinium stand as one, united under the rule of the High King of Wayrest. Orc and Breton craftsmanship make an alliance an economic powerhouse, and the military strength of the Orcs and Red Guards make us a force to be reckoned with. Our kings join our people in longing for the return of a Tamrielic empire, along with the economic prosperity that goes with it. There's only one way to make sure the right emperor rules once more from the imperial city. We must attend to it ourselves. The current so-called Empire of Cyrodiil is a sham, a twisted mockery of Reman's glorious Second Empire. The charlatans who sit on the ruby throne openly mock the divines and court the lords of oblivion, the enemies of man. Even the once promising Emperor Varen fell victim to Daedric corruption, his reforms swept away by the puppet masters of the Daedric Cabal. The Daggerfall Covenant is the only true heir of the principles of the Second Empire. In the name of the divines, we must conquer Cyrodiil and restore the glory of Reman's legacy. Cancerous Daedra worship that has corrupted Cyrodiil and threatens all Nirn shall be cleansed from Tamriel. We shall found the Tamriel Covenant, that all kingdoms may have a seat at the Grand Council under a new imperial dynasty. Forward, soldiers of the Covenant, freedom for all peoples in the name of the divines, for a new emperor, for a new empire and a new era of law and justice. Why there is a Dwemer cog in there, I don't know. Nobody's going to explain that to me.
Good find, Tamid.
Okay. So this is a world boss. When I get close, you'll see a big bar show up. I can't kill this myself. My sorcerer could. We're gonna wait here a little bit to see if anybody shows up, and I will cut out the waiting.
Second life, but I can still lose it.
Okay. So Zerith-var was dead. I resurrected him, which means I had to hold still long enough to do that. Let me read this quick. Ruminations by Guard Cleo. Day 17. Guarding nobles on a trip across Glenumbra. Could anything be more boring? We've reached the western overlook outside Daggerfall. Snore. I may just fall asleep if something doesn't happen soon. Okay. So, that seems like a good triumphant spot to end. So we will look out over the ocean. Appreciate that we're still alive today. That is the lighthouse from the shore. And thank you for joining me.